Sure, they were successful together at the SNL Weekend Update desk, but does that necessarily mean they will be great in another movie together? Here's 5 things that you might want to know before you go and see Sisters.
In that house meant something to us. Each one of those objects is a puzzle piece in the story of our lives.
We just don't want clutter anymore.
Then what is this? Clutter? You don't want clutter? Clutter has a name, and it's Poehler, the Christmas tree elf.
You take him. We're gonna get a tabletop tree.
Tina Fey and Amy Poehler come together as sisters to face their adulthood, or hilarious lack thereof, when their parents sell their childhood home. Will the sisters make it through together? Is the movie any good? Here's the stuff you might want to know. Number 1, these girls are good together. Amy Poehler, Tina Fey were meant to do stuff together. You can tell they're having a great time, that they would keep making movies together if it just meant that they could play off of each other some more. And it shows. So much fun, and they work very well together. In fact, I'm pretty sure we should start classifying them as like a famous comedy duo now. You know? Like Abbott and Costello, Laurel and Hardy, Fey and Poehler. It could happen. Of course, Tina and Amy aren't the only good parts in the movie, and that brings me to number 2. Some great support going on here. Specifically, Bobby Moynihan killed me in this movie. I thought he was hilarious. Now, it's a performance that's so over the top that it's either going to be drop dead funny or possibly drop dead annoying, but that's kind of the whole point of the character, and it completely worked for me. He's not alone. Other great performances throughout, so that's another reason the movie seems to work. The other thing is that Amy and Tina and Bobby Moynihan and everybody else in the cast, they certainly are willing to be undignified in this. This is over the top in a way that is really kind of raunchy and filthy in a way I haven't seen them be before. Now, that's not to say there are a lot of filthy scenes, just a lot of filthy words. Well, there is one picture, but it's kind of more of a drawing. But just fair warning. We've talked a lot about the laughs so far, but it's not the only part of the movie. Number 4, this movie does go for the feels and fails. I didn't think the emotions really connected very well in this. For me, it's kind of like you've been eating dessert for the entire meal. Like, it's so funny and there's so many great moments that you kind of got your sweet tooth going, and then somebody tries to serve you a steak at the end. And it's like, I don't know, I kind of filled up on dessert, not really ready for a steak. If you're gonna have the comedy, drama kind of thing go together, it has to be throughout, and I didn't feel like this movie pulled that off very well. And the last thing, also kind of negative, some of this humor does feel like it's hit a little too hard in this movie. That sense of deja vu where you've seen a joke before, this plays on its jokes so much that that becomes a little bit too much. Overall, though, I thought Sisters was a hilarious and fun movie, mostly due to Tina and Amy's chemistry, as well as some great supporting performances. Certainly enough, in my opinion, to offset any of the negatives to bring it to a solid B. Thanks for checking out this review. We've got the best ever challenge here in a second. First, some other things you can do while you're here at the channel. Click the cards for some options. You can see past reviews, go to the website, support the channel, all that kind of fun stuff. Also follow me on Periscope, Aaron Dicer. If you do that sort of thing, I like to Periscope after I come out of movies, kind of talk about what I've just seen. You can also go to the podcast, SiftPop, SiftPop. Search for that in iTunes or Stitcher or wherever you do podcasts. All right, best ever challenge. This is where you name the best movie ever in a particular category. Also try to identify my choice. What is the best SNL duo movie ever of all time? Mine is probably the one that has a little song about the overweight man in a diminutive jacket. Really easy, huh? Take a guess at mine in the comments. Also put yours there as well. And as always, here's 5 extra seconds to hit subscribe. Just click the logo right down in this corner.